Hello and welcome to the first ever official video on the anime Geysers. Today we'll be discussing the top 10 characters in the 7 Deadly Sins, which is a manga that has just been shaking the world with some great adventure. Let's get started. Number 10, Ban. Now Ban, he is a member of the 7 Deadly Sins. He is the fox sin of greed. After the group's disbandment, Ban had actually initially was imprisoned in Bass Dungeon. He escaped when he discovered that Meliodas was actually still alive. His sacred treasure is the Holy Rod. On top of being immortal, he is known for his ability Snatch. Ban is shown to be a passionate man. He takes actions based on whatever catches his interest, such as escaping from prison, stealing, robbing, etc. Ban is honestly one of the greatest, but he only made it to number 10 on our list. His power ranking is about 3220, mainly specializing in magic, strength at 930, spirit at 910. But that's Ban, the fox sin. Number 9, Merlin. Now, Merlin is actually the boar sin of gluttony. She made it to number 9. She's a very, very, very magical, of course, who hasn't heard of Merlin. She is a member of the 7 Deadly Sins, and her and her sacred treasure, the Morning Star of Aldan, is a floating orb she can summon at any point in time. She uses it for conjunction with her spells, and her inherent power infinity, which she can have a spell last however long that she wants. Her former student was Vivian, who was totally off the rocker. You know, she had to go somewhere. Regardless, her prominent mage, she's a prominent mage of Leonis. Later, upon freeing herself from petrification, she defeated Grey Road, which is one of the 10 commandments. He unfortunately didn't make the list. Her magical abilities are Perfect Cube, Magic Seal. Her total power level is 4710, putting her at number 9 on our list. Next we do have Cusack at number 8. He is the highest ranked demon in the demon clan. He is Zeldris' former master. Zeldris actually states that Chandler and Cusack will actually take the spots of 9 of the Deadly Sins put all together, and that just means that they're beastin'. According to Arthur Pendragon, his power rivals that of Zeldris. I'm not trying to drop too much on him. He does use resistance and also sword hits. Number 7, Chandler. Chandler is actually Meliodas' former master. Chandler is extremely powerful. Zeldris states that along with Cusack, he is more than enough to fill in the 9 vacant spots of the legendary 10 commandments. Chandler's saliva possesses incredible acidic properties and was able to melt and dissolve the concrete floor of Camelot's castle, warrants Cusack to dodge them when he sprays them. Chandler is capable of measuring the power levels of others by simply gazing at them like Gother, Hawk, and Troll. Chandler's like the other members of the demon clan, Chandler possesses the dark mark that allows him to manipulate darkness and also various purposes like flight, regeneration, etc. One of Chandler's abilities is going to be full counter. He has also taught Meliodas this, also absolute cancel. He is a force to be reckoned with, and also one of the top 5 demons in the demon clan. Great mentor, great teacher, powerful demon. Number 6, Estarossa / Mayel. Now Estarossa, as many people know, formerly known as Mayel, was one of the 4 archangels of the goddess clan. During the Holy War 3,000 years ago, a certain person reforged Mayel and everyone else's memories, giving the archangel a new identity as a member of the 10 commandments and second son of the demon king under the name Estarossa. Despite being initially weak from the beginning, Ludo CL had felt that Mael had immense potential and would be able to surpass him in the future, living up to Ludo CL's beliefs. Mael became the strongest of the 4 archangels, and well as the strongest warrior of the goddess clan, only surpassed in might by the supreme deity herself. His older brother, the leader of the 4 archangels, openly admitted that he was not able to match Mael's power with his grace. Now, Estarossa, also as part of the 10 Commandments, uses full counter, uses Hellblaze, power level peaking at 60,000, 3,000 in magic, 53,000 in strength, and 4,000 in spirit. A lot of people are confused, and we're not giving away any spoilers, but at the end of the day, this is actually 2 characters in the series. One that's a god and one that is a demon. It's all part of a huge plot, a huge plan. Of course, nonetheless, he still made the ranking series one of the strongest characters. He also is has a crazy scene where he actually bodies Meliodas and kills him by stabbing each one of his 6 hearts. Pretty gruesome. He is the brother of Meliodas, apparently. Well, fake brother of Meliodas, I guess. They have the same dad. Well, he was brainwashed to having the same dad, I guess. I don't know. Number 5, Arthur Pendragon. Now, everybody knows of Arthur Pendragon. His affiliation is clearly the Kingdom of Camelot. He is currently the King of Camelot, and honestly, he had to make this list because of the weapon that has chosen him. He was the chosen one, the weapon that had chosen him. Let's see. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, Excalibur. Good job. Good job, guys. He does have the legendary sword. Now, this sword, is also geared with some dope metal armor, which is, fire. I'm not gonna lie, fly. He appears to be very capable combatant and easily blocked Hendrickson's surprise attacks multiple times. Back when Hendrickson was trying to do his thing, and although Arthur is like how many years younger? Now, when wielding Excalibur, Arthur's empowered by the souls of all the master swordsmen who previously wielded the holy sword, and as a result, he possesses full knowledge of different swordsmanship styles from previous wielders of Excalibur and can use them with masterful ease. This puts Arthur ahead of a lot of people because all the souls in this sword he just uses to he's just a master. Like, I wonder if Afro Samurai would have been in that, would have been dope. Yeah, he uses the Holy Sword Excalibur, of course. His power level is at 40,000, magic peaking at 37,600, and his spirit at 1,500. I feel like the only reason that he's actually up here on the list is because of this sword, but he puts in work with the sword, can you say? What can we say? He puts in work with the sword. And he definitely has Merlin lined up, you know what I mean? Number 4 on our list is going to be Ludo CL. He is the leader of the 4 archangels and the goddess clan. He is also supreme commander of the Allied Alliance, aka Stigma. As the leader of the 4 archangels, Ludo CL is an extremely powerful goddess. Like all members of the goddess clan, he has a pair of wings that grant him the ability to fly. Ludo CL's mere presence is enough to startle King and Deanne. According to King, he possesses an immense amount of magical power and states that his power is on par, even greater than the 10 Commandments. Possessing superior intelligence, magical power, and charisma, Ludo CL reigns supreme amongst the 4 archangels. He is the younger brother and the strongest of the 4 of Mael, who made the list a little earlier, and he has equal power to that of Meliodas. He uses human vessels. It's sort of weird. He can just zip into anybody and be anybody, and they die afterwards. But he uses arc just like many of the other angels, which is almost like the opposite of the darkness for the demons. It's literally a magic technique of the goddess clan that counteracts darkness 100% with lighter particles, and it really messes up demons. It's pretty bad. It's actually really bad. He uses sanctuary. He uses invigorate. He uses hope as well. He is definitely one of the top 5 because he is basically the strongest goddess clan member in the whole series thus far, other than the supreme deity. But we didn't want to add her to the list because she obviously doesn't play too many roles in this whole. Number 3, we have Zeldris. Now, Zeldris has to be one of my all-time favorite characters ever, just throwing that out there. But he is, of course, with the Demon Clan. He is 252 years old. His birthday is February 5th, for those who are wondering. Happy birthday. His father is the Demon King. His mother is unnamed. His older brother is Meliodas. He is part of the 10 Commandments and probably one of the strongest amongst them. Probably is the strongest amongst them, let's be honest. He first actually debuted in the manga in chapter 109, and his anime debut came out in episode 1 of season 2, which just came out in English. Netflix just dropped it not too long ago. Shout out Netflix. Now, Zeldris is a very calm and collected. He seems to not be so easily angered like Meliodas. Zeldris appears to have good commanding and leadership skills. Zeldris is highly confident in his abilities. Clashing with his own brother Meliodas is, in the past, a very powerful opponent, remains unfazed at the prospect of doing so again, although we all know who's stronger. He doubts Fraudrin's abilities because of him not being able to obliterate the country of humans. Fraudrin was, he's a fake guy. He was chilling out, and my man Dreyfus just doing his thing, but he was soft, Regardless, as a member of the Demon Clan, he does kind of control over the darkness, and he does his thing. He has immense levels of skills in combat, and his abilities one of his major abilities is God. Basically, the Demon King lent him a portion of his magical power for him to use whenever he wants. He is the commandment of piety, and his power level is 61,000. You can't beat that, man. You can't beat that. Number 2, Escanor. Now this dude right here, man, I don't get it, cause during the day he just be chilling, he be mad wimpy, he lacks confidence, he can't even speak, stand straight, look up, nothing. At nighttime anyway. When the sun comes up, it's over. He is a member of the 7 deadly sins. He's known as the Lion's Sin of Pride. He's renowned for gaining immense power during the day, and gradually he becomes weaker as the sun comes down. His sacred treasure and main weapon is a divine axe called Rita. It's almost like a Thor thing, he calls it, and messes things up. He inherits the power of sunshine at a very young age, which was actually bestowed because my man's lost it. Mael. Anyway, Escanor has been described as the strongest member of the 7 deadly sins, which makes him number 2 on this list. When he fought Galand, didn't last that long, did he? No, he didn't. Sunshine is a major key for Escanor, and the one, which is literally when the clock hits noon, don't get in his way, because it's over for you. It's definitely over for you. He even beat Meliodas, you know what I mean? With that being said, his power level has soared up to a 142,000, which a lot of people can't beat. Number 1, Meliodas. Now, who doesn't love Meliodas? He is the Dragon Sin of Wrath. He is the captain. He is the head honcho. He does his thing. He is also the owner of the Tavern. The Boar Hat, his sacred treasure, is the demon sword. Lava's vein inherits the power is full counter. He uses full counter all the time, and if you're ever gonna put any type of magic towards him, just don't, because it's gonna be put double back towards you. He was also once held the commandment of love, and he was also the former leader of the 10 Commandments, and he is the oldest son of the Demon King. Meliodas' skill in battle and power are legendary. Nobody has ever beaten him, and he literally just, does the thing, holds it down. Doesn't matter what team he's on, he wins. That's it. Now, the darkness, the thing is with Meliodas, of course, nobody knew that he was the oldest son of the Demon King and etc. And he's basically the Demon Prince. Nobody really understood that. And, his power level does rise depending on how angry he gets and what stage he is in. Normally 60,000. If he goes up to assault mode, he's up there with Escanor at 142 plus 1,000. Now, the thing with Meliodas, of course, everybody knows he has this thing with Liz, who was a past life, who came back reincarnated with like some angelic things going on, and he's like a demon. It's this crazy love story. But nobody has ever beaten him one time, except for Escanor, of course, which he had to literally do the most. And let's be honest, he probably got lucky. Anyway, I would like to thank everybody for stopping by. Love watching the top 10 video here. Please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, thanks for coming by. Peace.